require assistance.
Give me love, Father.
Mm-hmm. It'd be bullshit if the Jack and Daxter shark music started playing. The heartbeat sound.
Oh god, that thing's terrifying.
That scared me so much as a kid in the water.
Yes. I'm right there with you.
Does everyone have like a super scary water video game enemy that just fucks you up?
The Phyraxan sharks in KOTOR 1, yeah.
In water specifically?
Yes, like you hop in water and immediately you're like, no!
Can all of Atlantica be counted?
Oh, what?
Can all of Atlantica be counted? Because I'm scared to go there anytime I do a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh. Yeah, but it's not an enemy.
Oh.
Like, usually it's a barrier to stop you from, like, leaving a place.
Yes! The ones that just, like, immediately pop up the moment you hit water. And you're like, wow, I never want to touch water again.
No, I don't think I have one.
Mine?
Usually it's just locations for me.
Mine is the jellyfish from Attack of the Power of Juju.
That's a hard pull.
Oh my god, I can't even tell you how fucking
Have you seen the
scared I
Nickelodeon
was.
thing?
I know that more as a show than a game.
That's interesting.
Was that show good?
There's one funny joke, and I'm pretty sure I watched all of it, and I don't remember any of it after that. Or before. I just remember that everyone was ugly.
Yeah. It felt like a crazier Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
I think that one was done.
Did you expend it all?
You must have.
Oh, this one is done. Yeah.
It was just for added effect.
Oh!
Oh yeah. That's right. I remember that.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, like, it's just usually water places for me. Like, Atlantica, I'm not a big fan of. Specifically, the water temple from Twilight
I
Princess.
have to
pisses
adjust
me
myself,
off.
cat.
I want to play Subnautica at some point.
Ooh.
Just water.
All
It's
water.
all water.
Play Abzu.
Abzu's an experience.
Abzu's the opposite of that.
It is all water?
No water?
It's all water.
It's Team Magma.
Oh, dang it.
It's all water and it's pretty, right?
Yeah, it's all water and it's pretty until it's fucking scary.
Is that what Subnautica is too?
No.
I mean, it's kind of pretty.
I think that one's done too.
I
Then
think
it's
we're
just
going
scary.
to the tail now, yeah.
It's all scary.
So, Xavier,
No.
if you were to run an underwater, completely only D&D campaign, would you not be down?
What do you mean?
Like, a whole campaign? Who the hell is that?
Fuck!
I was wrong. I was so very wrong.
Oh, he
I was
doesn't have.
proven wrong.
He doesn't have friends. Oh no,
Yeah.
no one's thinking.
He has
pop
one
up.
friend in PS4 besides you.
I was gonna say, Xavier. So the whole campaign takes place in a fully submerged underwater area. Would that not be something you're into?
Would I be running it, or would I be
No, like
playing
if you wanted to be a player.
it? I'm fine with it.
Okay.
As long as like the puzzles aren't like complete shit.
That's your judgment.
Well, yeah, no. It's like that's my issue, like specifically, and why it sticks out to me more than like the actual Ocarina of Time water tunnel.
It's less of it being water, and it just so happens that water
There it
thing
goes, just fucking falls off.
Yeah, because the Twilight Princess one is just so ridiculous. Like you have to adjust multiple different parts of the water level.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's like super fucking annoying.
As in, you are playing either a surface person who now has gained ability to swim underwater with equipment,
So are we going to Talcon?
or you're playing like a Triton or a Turtle or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not against it.
Or I don't think do turtles have swimming speeds?
Nope. Tortoises.
Grung then, maybe, because they can breathe water.
Water
No
generation.
tentacles?
Water generation.
What if I hide from them this way?
If you don't fear the tentacles, they won't get you.
Oh, I lied. Never mind. Oh fuck.
I remember being super fucking scared on this thing. I thought like,
Oh, I can get away from that.
did I lose them? No, they're just slow.
Well, they're underwater because that's where the body was.
Going up.
Also that.
So you're expecting them to come up, but
Yeah.
it came from below.
Yeah, it fucking startled the shit out of me the first
Spoopy
time.
water.
Yeah, here they are. The gang's all here. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm
I
saying.
know. That's like one of my favorite things from SpongeBob. Is like it's so sad. It's like the gang's all here. It's like, bro,
It's
that
like,
is
oh
the
my God.
saddest shit.
I had that thought of like the white girl on the couch with the black guys behind her.
Oh my god.
It's that. But there's a new guy every
You
time
mean
you
the
come back.
porno?
Yeah. I forgot what the next one is. Oh, no, I didn't. I just remembered.
Do you think this game would be good as a novelization? Do you think it could work?
There was a.
I know they tried to make a movie.
They tried to make a movie.
I don't think a movie will.
No,
the
show would.
scripts aren't bad.
You have to make it a TV show.
You have to make.
I don't
TV
even think
show.
you would be able to do that.
No, I
16
think if Samurai Jack can work, this could work.
No, because it'd do the same thing as Halo. The Wonder doesn't. There's not a lot of speech. The speech comes from the thing above.
Yes.
Right. But
Even then, it's not a lot.
and even then, it's not a lot. But the thing is because there would be actors, they would want them to talk.
Yeah, that's what the script.
Oh
that's
no!
the problem.
That's what the
No,
script.
no. I'm
That's
thinking
what the movie script did wrong. Is that the proposed.
No.
That's why
script.
Samurai Jack
So-
can work.
that's
'cause
why
it's
Samurai Jack
animated.
works. That's-
They don't-
I'm thinking
they
something
don't have to have a
animated.
person physically there.
You're thinking make it animated?
Yeah, make an animated show.
Maybe.
Do all atmosphere.
As long as they respect the fact that it's a kind of a lonely game.
Right.
Yes, because even as a child watching Samurai Jack, there are often times that show is just Jack walking across an
Yeah.
environment without word, and as long as it was beautiful, I was there, and it was always beautiful.
I don't think people have enough artistic wherewithal now in terms of media to do that.
Especially if it's something like a company funding the project to expect to get money out of it.
Oh yeah,
like they
then
with
it's
a Halo
fucked.
or other thing like Last of Us show probably same thing.
But apparently, The Last of Us worked well.
No, I mean I know because there's dialogue and it's written
okay.
like a story almost like
Yeah.
a movie in the first place, so
Like,
it works.
The Last of Us is a character-driven thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't think of another video game, TV show, or movie that was that good.
yeah, it's like it's
There is a
every other
couple.
adaptation has been
They're getting better.
terrible.
They're getting better
I'll
slowly.
say Castlevania was close, but Last of Us was still better.
Castlevania is a good animated show because they took something that didn't have a lot of characterization and gave feeling to it. Like comparing Castlevania 3, which is pretty much what the show is based off of, is there's no real talking in that game, but they gave character to the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Now if they were doing
I love
Symphony
this
of the
forest.
Night, which is gonna be real fucking difficult, it's gonna be a bit harder, just because they've already established Alucard, so it can work, but they're doing Rondo of Blood first, so hopefully that goes real well. But for this, there's no dialogue. Everything is the entire thing is a set piece. And for them to make a movie just based off the set piece with zero dialogue, or at least very minimal dialogue, it's going to be very difficult.
This is what it looks like outside right now.
By the way, I kickstarted a project. I helped back a Kickstarter called "Why Slay Dragons When You Can Be Fishing," and it's a fishing whole sub mechanic for. Hey, you found a thing. It's a whole fishing sub mechanic for 5e. That's a downtime activity.
Does that come from the controller?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
This is a thing added in the PS4 version.
Oh.
Come on. Can't. It's too early. Crap!
Got it.
Fuck!
No!
You got it, but you paid the price.
Did I get it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
See, my brain says I didn't.
Well, that's how you grab it.
My mouth is also saying that.
Yeah, no, it's still there.
Yeah, the only reason why I bring that up is so I would like to.
Jeez.
I would like to hear the Wanderer's thoughts in a novel,
Oh yeah.
because we don't really know what the Wanderer is thinking, and I got it from
Okay.
the TikTok I actually sent Caleb this morning, of the scene from episode 3 where Count Dooku is about to be beheaded by Anakin, and in the novel it's you can hear what
You got it.
I
Count
got it.
Dooku is thinking,
Okay.
and it's not a lot of time can that be translated from screen to the
Yeah,
person
you
watching
just
it.
get the surprise. He
Yeah.
looks at Palpatine, then looks at him,
Yeah.
and then bam.
Like if I was looking at that just from dead straightforward as a consumer, it'd be oh, he's just damn, this old man really just told this young kid to just wreck my shit, and I would think nothing of it. But in the novelization, you can hear, like, he is going through it. Like, he just realized that he was a pawn in the entire game. And, like, with the Wanderer, he's just traveling. I would love to hear, like, what he thinks of each Colossus as he comes to him.
Yeah.
You know, and what his minds about the girl are.
Or as the fucking, tendril things hit him, like, does he feel worse?
Ow?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Is something happening within him?
Well, let me ask you this.
Is he tired?
Take a look at him.
Take a look at him.
Yeah, put the camera up against the rock and then face the rock or something.
Old school zooming.
How does he look? It's alright.
It's fine.
Got the
Looks
red
okay.
nose.
He's been working really hard. He's got the most defined neck I've ever seen.
Got that clay face like you were saying?
Yeah.
Max?
No,
No back, no abs, all neck.
No, it reminds me of AC3 Remastered, where like the models just don't look exactly where they need to be. But at the very least, this one's getting saved by the shadows.
The lighting is putting
Yeah.
in a lot of
Where
work.
did you even leave your horse? I didn't know I could be that far away from you.
He could be as far away from you as you want him to be.
Huh.
It's up to if you whistle and if he whatever. There are points where he just literally spawns like Roach over to you.
I just like can't.
But
She can't hear me.
maybe it's through the woods or too hard, I don't know. Oh,
Oh, there she is.
Oh, the camera can't be facing the direction she's coming from.
That's probably
right.
I've seen it once where someone turned the camera quick enough where the horse like rose out of the ground.
That's cool.
None of the sound effects, in terms of at least voices and stuff, are new. They're still the same PS2 sounds,
They sound great.
which I appreciate because they still sound good. So they must have did their good due diligence to record them in a good quality, and then crushed the quality when they put it on the PS2.
Damn.
So the originals are still good. This next one is a lot of people's least favorite. That's not Phaedra, the horse one. I think you're in the sun now.
Okay. Much question. Okay, let's try this.
Got to find a way around them with the rocks.
The mountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mountain.
You can't go as the horse flies.
So yeah, you watched all of Last of Us since we were on the topic. How do you feel about them adapting Last of Us 2?
I won't have any feelings until I watch it.
That's fair.
Fair. They could do it.
But I mean, seeing what they did with the first season, yeah, they could do it easily.
I'm actually.
Did you like the second game? Okay.
I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I still
Same.
liked it.
Same.
I'm actually. I don't really care to watch the first season of the thing at all. I'll watch the Bill episode because I've heard that's good, and it's like all new content essentially.
I have feelings about that episode.
Yeah, Caleb told me, I don't even remember much about the game when I played it, but he vented to me about some stuff.
But I actually would be excited to see what they do for season 2 because they have an opportunity to like optimize that story and rearrange, edit some shit to make that story better.
Do you want to go into the thing that you're...
Modify some things here and there to make that story work better.
Do you want to go into it right now, Caleb, the thing about that in that show?
Oh, it's one of the just the Bill episode. One of the best episodes of television I've ever seen. One of the worst episodes of The Last of Us.
Really?
Yeah, because it had nothing to do with The Last of Us at all. It was just it was happy gay home life, and then it completely eliminated Bill's whole survivalist character. It brings it out, but it's it kind of gets pushed to the wayside in favor of him being gay, which in the game
If she's gay, he's still.
It's
in
like
the game,
a
he's
minor
still
point,
gay.
if anything.
yeah, and it's when in the game he's still gay, but is that his whole personality?
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And it's still the point of his anguish
What is blue?
in the game.
Get it. Sharese,
Whoa,
get it. Left, right there. On the rock.
Oh, I thought that
Blue-tailed
was another
lizard.
fucking butterfly.
You got it.
I'm
watch that
not
camera go
gonna
up.
spoil it for anyone who hasn't like watched it in its entirety.
Yeah, I'll watch it by myself when the time comes.
There's if you played the first game, then there's some details that you're like, why did they do this? But I'll wait for you to watch it before.
Well, yeah, it's. I literally just got to a point where on the way here we listened to Pat and Wooley's podcast, and we got to the part where they started talking about the episode, and we arrived just before, right when they said, "Hey, spoilers ahead." So I was like, "Okay, now it's time to get out of the car." But they were saying it's like the TV. This episode of TV looks like it belongs in a different show.
Yes, absolutely.
Which I'm like, well, that makes me actually. I'll probably just watch that just by itself because I don't really care to watch the TV series very much. Also, from what I understand, the ending isn't very good.
It's the same as the game.
Is it?
There's some stuff that seemed
Isn't there
from
some
what Willie
context missing?
described.
Or
Well,
different-
I'm
isn't-
gonna trust the guy that watched it. Like, cause like.
Okay, so you didn't watch it either.
No, I didn't watch it either, but
Huh.
Wooly said some stuff that made me go, really? Why would they do this? But that's as someone who's played the game.
Well,
What
let's see.
was it? I haven't listened to the Count Super Piece yet.
It's that.
I'll show you later. Or the episode
Should
you
we,
don't
should we
listen
not
to.
mention?
You mention what?
Well, if you
Standing
both
on a
heard
floor.
it.
He asked me, and you said you show him later.
Spoilers. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to show him a whole podcast while you're playing a video game.
No, exactly. What I'm saying is, what I wanted to say was, Wooly says that the choice Joel makes is less ambiguous due to the framing the episode makes at the end. That it was 100% definitely the right choice in the show. No?
No.
Interesting.
I mean, you can make that.
If you
same
if you
argument
if you
for
if you
Bane.
do it from the perspective of Joel's right in all of his actions, then yeah, of course you're gonna think that he's right in all of his
Okay,
actions.
okay.
Right, which is the same way you could present it in the game.
Yeah.
Which is the entire point of part 2, is the reason why Ellie is like super pissed off at him.
Yeah.
So it's like in that I mean, yeah, same way. It's like it's just a perspective thing.
Yeah, in the show, from what Wooly described, it's like in the show they made the choice seem more triumphant and like it was definitely a good thing and not
Oh
a.
no,
and
they
not
don't. The fuck is he talking about?
Should we be doing this? This seems like Yeah, so when I played the game, I was like,
I mean, do you feel that way about how Joel handles it?
Well, now
in
I
the
have to
game?
watch
No.
it.
Because Joel, the way Joel handles it in the game is that he literally slaughters an entire fucking like area just to get Ellie back.
Well, they slaughter a bunch of people throughout the game anyway. That's not the thing that stumps me. The thing that stumps me is, do we doom humanity for the sake of one life?
That's the same question you could have in the game. Do you do humanity for the sake of one life?
Yeah.
Which is what Joel did. Is that a triumphant answer for him as a character?
As Joel, as a character, he's grown, and he's like, oh, I'm not letting this happen. And I'm like, I understand. I probably would have done the same thing. Is it the right thing? Fuck no, probably not.
I mean, objectively, I think it would be similar because from what I've heard, and like again, I have zero context on the show's like direction. It was filmed almost one for one.
Okay.
Right? With a couple of added things here and there.
A
for
ton of
context.
scenes are one-to-one, just cutscenes from the game.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
people,
Yeah, it's like except for a couple of bits of context, like
Yeah.
Ash Johnson's character.
Yes.
that's like a
Yeah,
I liked what they did, but that was like a weird.
yeah, it's
They
just-
did it to just get her in there.
right, and like comparing that to like the game, if it's mostly one for one, then I feel like people are looking at it just objectively different just to look at it.
Yeah, it says under. I know it said under. Okay.
Because it's not like comparing Resident Evil 2 Nemesis or Apocalypse, like the Paul W. S. Anderson movie, and comparing it to Resident Evil 3, where they're completely different in every like respect, even to the point where people hate Nemesis's face. And I thought the costume was pretty good.
I thought it was
for what
good.
they could have done.
Pretty good.
But then you compare it to like, I don't know, fucking Monster Hunter, which is completely off kilter and it's an isekai.
Why did they make it? That's
It's a fucking isekai.
where they
Shit,
fucked up.
Mia Jovovich
yeah,
gets
no
transported
shit.
to the Monster Hunter universe.
So
And then when they get transported back to the normal human universe, the monsters from Monster Hunter show up.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, no, it's garbage. But Last of Us, like, I'm pretty sure Drucken was like, I wanted to do it 1 for 1. And
Which he did for the most part. There were
Right.
just a couple episodes that were like, there's the Bill episode, and then there's another one
yeah,
where it's not the whole episode, but only part of it, where I was just like, I didn't need this. This was unnecessary, and it didn't add anything.
right.
At least with the Bill episode, separate from The Last of Us, that is one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen.
Has anyone here besides Sharese and me watched Arcane?
I have.
Yeah or nay? Good, bad?
I liked it. I loved it.
I loved it.
I
I also love it.
I want a second season. It was.
Yep.
It did something for me at a time where I was like, yeah, I kind of feel kind of weird in life, but watching that story, like, it was just really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sharese.
Whether or not they continue the story for Violet and Jinx is here or there.
Sure hope so.
I mean, they definitely ended on a cliffhanger, but they could literally go to any other.
Yeah.
They could go to any other League of Legends story
Okay,
after that.
the next question is,
which-
do you have any League knowledge?
No,
Okay,
I've actively stayed away from League because I'm afraid I might get addicted.
fair. Smart move.
And if they pick a different locale and characters, that could still work. Because it's like, if you guys have just this, if your writing is just this good, and you just want to go somewhere else, man, that's good on you. I'm excited to see what other kind of things are in this world.
Okay. Not gonna lie,
I also don't want like
kind of lost.
Korean players
Just
to
follow
yell
the
at me
line.
in different languages and slurs.
It's like
I
under
don't
me.
know what the fuck a jungle is.
Well, if it's under, you go to where exactly
sure?
is the part where you have to go exactly straight down and see if that
So a
will
well or
work.
something.
Alright, that does make sense. Wait,
Like where you're right above where it would show you.
yeah?
Well, now it's wait.
I'm used to like seeing things like that and having to go around somewhere and go in
I
a
see.
cave.
I
I
mean,
mean, you.
That rock
That-
looks like that's
that
where
does
the old
happen,
magic was
but-
written.
That can happen in this game, but
And I know-
the light is more specific than it seems.
Okay.
Because once your controller starts vibrating, that's where you're.
It's more like if you see a structure in the distance and the light's kind of going towards that.
Just move
That
towards
seems about right.
Alright. I was thinking I need to go around some way and find a cave.
Sometimes
It's
yes.
probably the kind of thing where you get in the structure and then you go down, so that when you're at a weird angle, it looks like it's not quite the right
It
place.
takes a couple minutes for the sunlight to reach Earth, so you know it's a little. The information's a little delayed.
A couple minutes for sunlight to do, like, anything.
One thing I think is that I find really awkward is that when you're watching a news broadcast and they're talking to someone on a different part of the world, and they always have that like 5-second delay,
Yes.
and it's so awkward, but it's still like. It's weird. It's one of those things that in my mind, whenever I see it, I'm always like, ooh,
It
I
is
cringe
always-
at it.
It's like, sir, what is your take on this recent development? Well, the
Yeah,
reason
I
thing
know,
I'm thinking
right?
about here is this and this.
I know. It's not that big
You
a
just
deal.
watch them stare gormlessly at the
Yes.
screen for 5 seconds.
It's not that big a deal, but it's just weird to me.
It does look silly.
Okay, I think I found it.
You did.
I think I found it. I'm gonna just take
Well, Hound
that.
Splitter.